Okay, thank you very much for this contribution. Stefan, could you go into the questions of Abdiraham?
Yes. Now let me go straight to our arguments as a government. Argument number one: educational resource. Yes, this is true. Social media platforms like YouTube, Teams enhance online studies and the sharing of content, hence providing access to wealth of information and educational content. That helps young people to join online studies groups through following educational pages like the Team and access to tutorials that enhance their learning experience. Evidence that shows that back up this point is evidenced by a report from www.theholidaycenter.com posted on February 23rd, 2024, which is reviewed by Revine. Right.
Okay, that's very...
Yes. Our second argument: entertainment and relaxation. Social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, YouTube provide sources of information and relaxation, which offers a variety of content such as funny videos, stories that compensate boredom and stress management. It is evidenced by a report from www.fairresearch.org, survey of 5th July 2018 indicated that.
Okay, thank you very much for this response to the opposition. Anybody who has questions to the opposition, or otherwise the opposition gets the floor to bring in some more arguments or to deepen their arguments. So from Team South Sudan, Abdisarak, yes.
Thank you so much. I have only one question. The person who took the stage in the first time, she said social media has an impact in young children, especially for those less than 13 years of age, and they were the government. So how are they matching? Because they are saying social media has a good benefit, although they are contradicting. They are saying it has negative impact, especially for young children.
Okay, thank you very much, Abdisarak. From a moderator's point of view, before Didi is going to contribute to this, could you elaborate a bit more on that negative impact? What do you mean?
Can you repeat, please?
South Sudan, I'm asking South Sudan, not Somalia.
Yeah, but the question is to Team Somalia. Could you elaborate a bit more on what you mean with negative impact of social media on young people, on the mental part?
First, when we talk about mental issues that social media causes on young people, first, we can say it causes depression and anxiety. And to the thing they said about misinformation, I'd like to address that too, which is there's no filter of information on the website. It's exposed to the young people, and they can take that information and apply it in their daily life. And to deepen my argument, I will talk about, you guys said about communication and connectivity, that social media is used for communication connectivity. When we compare to the negative side of this, we might use it for social skills, excessively distracted youth from their real-life relationship as they engage in their superficial connections. For example, 2021 survey reported that about 40% of youth feel that social media affected negatively their social skills, as well as it caused isolation and loneliness due to those virtual interaction. About 25% of youth to social media use the users who surround us. This is live examples. Also, platforms for activism. Social media can be used for platform activism, but it has more negative impact on the youngsters. The activism led by activists who advocate for social life changes can be targets of cyberbullying. For example, the Gen Z activists protested that recently happened in Kenya. There was many damage. There was loss of life, economic disruption. Also, there was damage of public property. They might reach their goal, but at what cost? At the cost of life. And also, they damaged a lot of properties. Also, there is a greater setback. The young climate activist has faced intense cyberbullying and online harassment. Also, Megan Mayer and Amanda Todd were also both targets of cyberbullying, which led them to commit suicide. I think these facts cannot be ignored just to see the positive side of social media. And according to the Pew Research Center, 59% of US teens have experienced some form of online harassment. Also, cyberbullying on social media has further damage. When someone is cyberbullied, the one who bullied that person, the one who made that person victim, is anonymous. And it can happen 24/7. And if they block his account, he must switch to another. So what do you guys think we can do about these things which might lead to death? Also,
thank you very much. Let's give a bit of the floor now to South Sudan team to respond to those eloquent response from Somalia team. So please, South Sudan, take the floor and see how you can maybe oppose the arguments or build your own arguments strong based on what you have heard. Stefan, yes, please, go ahead. Oh, we don't hear you, Stefan, you are muted.
Yeah. Thank you very much. It's actually a very wonderful debate from my first present. How the presenter from Somalia has managed to bring out what they think are the negative impacts of this social media on youth. I would wish to have only a question, if they can be able to clarify for us before blaming social media for. To me, why do I say this? Social media has a device does not have any negative impact. Looking at how we make use of it, passive. For example, if she's to be the judge, whom will she blame? The perpetrators of the misinformation media or the social media device? Because we are talking here about social media has an independent tool that we can use for making communication possible. That's why I need to know from her, between the perpetrators of this misinformation that is circulated and the social media itself, who is to be blamed? And if she's to make the right judgment, I think all of us here knows people go wrong.
Okay, thank you very much, Stefan. It becomes a very fireable debate, to be honest. So, Somalia, please respond to that, and then to South Sudan. The question remains: what are you going to do to reduce the negative impact? But before that, you get the floor for that. We go back to Somalia to address the question of Stefan. Would you be blamed? Is it the social media or the people as perpetrators? Okay, there we go. Team Somalia.
First, we're talking about the exposure of the information. It's exposed to everyone. So if I'm the one, those who put the information on the social media can be adults and not the young people. But those information can be taken by young people. So how we can blame the young people? Because those adults has first led the first step and put those information in there. They might be 11, 12, 13. They might not filter those informations. You see? So if we see those children are not responsible for social media putting misinformation in there, we can't hold those youngsters. So we're not talking about responsibility, because this responsibility is why you guys said it's positive. Why it's positive? You're not taking its responsibility, because we're talking about negativity that it causes us. It causes us negativity. So how would you take responsibility? That's questions for you, not for us.
Yes, that's going back to Stefan and the team of South Sudan. The concrete question was, how are you going to make sure that social media is not misused by perpetrators so that it remains positive? So please go ahead, government. Yes, Stefan? Or Didi, the team of Didi, because Stefan, you just took the floor. Let's share the people's voices. The Didi Isaac people.
Yes, thank you so much, Yvonne. I think I would like to affirm the case raised by the government in regards to social media becoming a marketing platform. To confirm this debate, the judge, I want to say that we are also using a social platform to meet and to debate. That means the social media has a very good impact on the young people that are learning right now from the others. And also social media became a marketing platform, especially for organizations. Organizations who are having amazing things to present. People do sell online. Let's talk about online selling, where now you can buy from the comfort of your home. You don't need to pay money to travel, to avoid accident. And social media has really helped, because accidents were going to be rampant. But with the introduction of social media, we see that people can now order from the comfort of their home. Let's look at a platform like Alibaba. Alibaba, you can place an order and you get your stuff delivered. Looking at platforms like Amazon, where you will order from the comfort of your home. And this confirms that social media is a very great platform. And propose a question to my team, to the opposition team. They talked about mental health, while the government says that it is a choice of what you need to do in social media, because when you open the account, you have a purpose. So if you open your account for the purpose of watching pornography, do you blame the social media, or you blame yourself responsible for having opened an account to broadcast or to follow pornography? That is one case, a point. So my question is, how do we blame social media? Do we blame social media or the person that uses? And if we are to blame the person, at what percentage do we hold the social media responsible or the users responsible? Over to you, moderator, and thank you so much.
Didi, Isaac, to make it more sharp and to the point, this was the same question before, and then the team Somalia said, yeah, it are the young people who are the users, they cannot be blamed, but please make clear, who do you mean with the persons? A very brief response, please. So who do you mean with the persons? If you compare social media or the persons, who is the person then for you? Is it the young people or other people?
The young people. We are talking about the young people.
The young people. Okay. So back to Mohamed. You want to respond to that? Thank you, Didi.
Thank you, Yvonne, for giving me the floor. Before I proceed with the response, I would like to pose a question. Isaac and I were supposed to be coaches, not debaters, and I see he's partaking in the debate. That is a question I am going to raise first. To respond to the question he asked, since it's a question asked by a coach, it must be answered by a coach. Now, Isaac said we're using Google Meet for this debate. I'm sorry, my friends, to disappoint you, but Google Meet is not a social media platform. It's a collaboration platform. I would like you to get your definition right. You talked about responsibility. Here we're talking about impact, influence. We're not talking about who is responsible, and we're not playing a blame game. We're not pointing fingers at who is responsible for what. We're talking about, we're only putting fingers on a scale and weighing, is the positive impact higher or is the negative impact higher? Now the fact is, the content is there, and there is no filter to separate bad content from good content, and the young person who only has his phone cannot control what they get. Okay, they cannot control. So it's not a blame game, and we're not holding people responsible. We're only weighing impact. That is the response I would like to give to Isaac regarding the responsibility. One more thing I would like to respond to Isaac, and I would like to acknowledge that social media has a good positive impact when it comes to online shopping. Although the majority of Alibaba, Amazon are all e-commerce platforms, not social media, we need to get our definitions right first. On social media like Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they have become hubs for scam and fraud when it comes to online shopping. So the websites are very secure, and if an order or if a product or a service is from maybe Amazon or from Alibaba, it's authentic, it can be verified. But you cannot verify a scammer who is using a Facebook account or an Instagram account to lure you into paying money for some fake product. So that is my response to Isaac, and I have that question. Thank you very much.